Ain't say no money. So guess what? I'm gonna come say today. I'm gonna come pay you rent if y'all got somewhere to stay.
Anthony Big Jook Mims, the older brother of renowned rapper Yo Gotti, was not only a beloved sibling, but also a key player in Gotti's record label, CMG. With a passion for scouting talent and a knack for managing and promoting projects, Big Jook became an influential force in the music industry. However, his journey was not without its share of hardships and heartbreak. Today, we delve into the final tragic moments of Yo Gotti's beloved brother, a devastating event that shook the music industry and left a lasting impact on the community. The tragic shooting in Hickory Hill.
Going live, Jook.
Going live.
Going live.
What's up, man? CMG in the building, man. Hey, we going live. What's up? Holla at me. Who fuck with you, man? Show me some love now. Yeah, man, with my homeboy, the real Memphis. You know what I'm saying?
The counterfeit.
Counterfeit shit, man. Established certified shit, man.
Hickory Hill, a neighborhood known for its high crime rates, would become the backdrop for a series of events that would shatter the lives of those involved. It started with a dispute, a clash of egos and territorial claims that escalated into a deadly feud. Rumors swirled about the involvement of rival gangs and the tension that had been building for months. The streets were on edge and the air was thick with anticipation of an impending storm. On that fateful night, Anthony found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time. As he stepped out of a local convenience store, he was caught in the crossfire of a drive-by shooting. The bullets pierced the night, and chaos ensued. The news of the shooting spread like wildfire, and the community held its breath, praying for Anthony's survival. But fate had dealt a cruel hand, and the young rapper's life was tragically cut short. The loss of Anthony sent shockwaves through the music industry and the city of Memphis. Fans mourned the promising talent that had been extinguished too soon, while Yo Gotti grappled with the unimaginable pain of losing his beloved brother. The investigation into the shooting revealed a web of connections that would send shockwaves through the community. It was discovered that the incident was not a random act of violence, but a targeted attack fueled by jealousy and a thirst for power. As the details emerged, it became clear that the shooting was linked to a long-standing feud between rival factions within the music industry. The allure of fame and fortune had turned toxic, breeding a culture of violence and retribution. Yo Gotti, devastated by the loss of his brother, found himself at the center of the storm. The tragedy had thrust him into the spotlight, but it also exposed him to the dangers that lurked in the shadows. In the aftermath of the shooting, Yo Gotti made a vow to honor his brother's memory and seek justice. He used his platform to raise awareness about the violence plaguing their community and called for an end to the senseless bloodshed. The final tragic moments of Yo Gotti's brother served as a wake-up call, not only for the music industry, but for society as a whole. It sheds light on the harsh realities faced by those who dare to chase their dreams in a world where success can come at a devastating cost. As we delve deeper into this story, we will uncover the shocking truths that lie beneath the surface. We will explore the connections between the shooting and the dark underbelly of the music industry, exposing the dangers that lurk behind the glitz and glamour. Confirmation from close sources. Rapper Yo Gotti, Big Jook's brother, remained silent in the immediate aftermath of the shooting. The public eagerly awaited his response, wondering how he was coping with the devastating loss. As days turned into weeks, Yo Gotti's absence from the public eye only heightened the curiosity surrounding his reaction to the tragedy. The community, too, was eager to hear from Yo Gotti, hoping that his words would provide solace and guidance during this challenging period. Big Jook's impact on Yo Gotti's music career was undeniable, and many looked to him as a source of strength and inspiration. However, as the days passed, it became apparent that Yo Gotti was grieving in private, choosing to process his emotions away from the public eye. The silence from Yo Gotti only intensified the community's desire for answers. They sought closure and understanding, hoping that Yo Gotti's perspective would shed light on the events leading up to Big Jook's tragic end. The community yearned for a sense of unity and support, seeking solace in the shared experience of grief. As the investigation into the shooting continued, the community rallied together, organizing vigils and memorial events to honor Big Jook's memory. These gatherings provided a space for people to come together, share stories, and find comfort in one another's presence. The outpouring of love and support demonstrated the impact Big Jook had on the lives of those around him. The music community in particular mourned the loss of Big Jook. Artists, producers, and industry professionals expressed their shock and sadness, paying tribute to his contributions to the music industry. Big Jook's presence was felt not only within his family, but also within the larger music community, where he had left an indelible mark. The motive behind the shooting remained a mystery, leaving the community on edge. The fear of further violence loomed, and people were cautious as they went about their daily lives. The community demanded answers, urging anyone with information to come forward and assist the police in their investigation. As the days turned into weeks, the investigation began to yield some progress. The police received tips and leads from the community, providing valuable information that helped move the case forward. The community's involvement in the investigation showcased their determination to seek justice for Big Jook and to ensure the safety of their neighborhood. Throughout this challenging time, the community remained resilient. They refused to let fear and sadness consume them, instead choosing to honor Big Jook's memory through acts of kindness and unity. The tragedy had brought them together, reminding them of the importance of supporting one another in times of adversity. As the investigation continued, the community held on to hope. They believed that justice would prevail and that those responsible for Big Jook's death would be held accountable. The memory of Big Jook's vibrant spirit and his impact on the music industry served as a reminder of the resilience and strength of the community. Yo Gotti, too, found solace in the support of his loved ones and the community. While he remained private during this difficult time, his actions spoke volumes. The bond between him and Big Jook was unbreakable, and Yo Gotti's determination to carry on his brother's legacy was evident. News of Yo Gotti's brother's tragic end spread like wildfire, dominating headlines and social media feeds. Fans and fellow artists alike mourned the loss of a rising star, reflecting on the impact he had made in such a short time. The music industry was left reeling, grappling with the void left by his absence. Fellow artists paid tribute to Yo Gotti's brother, sharing stories of his talent, his authenticity, and the mark he had left on the industry. They spoke of his unique style and his ability to connect with listeners on a deeply personal level. His music had become a voice for the voiceless, and his legacy would continue to resonate. A memorial concert was held in honor of Yo Gotti's brother, bringing together artists from various genres to celebrate his life and pay homage to his contributions. The event served as a powerful reminder of the impact he had made and the lives he had touched. It was a bittersweet gathering, filled with both sorrow and a celebration of his artistry. Fans, devastated by the loss of their idol, found solace in coming together to remember Yo Gotti's brother. They shared stories of how his music had inspired them and how his lyrics had given them strength during their own struggles. His songs had become anthems of resilience, and his memory would live on through the hearts of his devoted fan base. The impact of Yo Gotti's brother's tragic end extended beyond the music world. In the community he called home, there was a collective sense of loss and mourning. He had been a source of pride, a symbol of hope for many who had faced similar hardships. His success had been a testament to the resilience and talent that existed within their own neighborhoods. Community leaders rallied together, using Yo Gotti's brother's story as a catalyst for change. They sought to address the systemic issues that had contributed to the cycle of violence and despair, working towards creating opportunities and support systems for the youth. His tragic end became a call to action, a reminder of the urgent need for change. In honor of Yo Gotti's brother's memory, charitable initiatives were launched to support causes he had been passionate about. Programs were established to provide resources and mentorship to aspiring artists, giving them a chance to pursue their dreams in a positive and nurturing environment. His legacy became a beacon of hope for future generations. For Yo Gotti's family, the loss of their beloved brother was a devastating blow. They mourned the loss of a son, a brother, and a friend, grappling with the pain of his absence. But amidst the grief, they found strength in the outpouring of love and support from fans in the community. They vowed to keep his memory alive and honor his legacy in everything they did, the life and legacy of Big Jook. In the vibrant city of Memphis, Tennessee, where the rhythm of the streets echoes through the air, a young boy named Anthony Mims was born into a world of music and ambition. Growing up alongside his younger brother Mario Mims, who would later become the renowned rapper Yo Gotti, Anthony was immersed in the sounds and stories of the streets from an early age. As the brothers navigated the challenges of their upbringing, they found solace and inspiration in the power of music. Together, they dreamed of making a name for themselves in the industry, determined to rise above their circumstances and leave a lasting legacy. In their pursuit of success, Anthony and Mario formed a deep bond, supporting and motivating each other every step of the way. They shared a vision of creating a platform for Memphis artists to shine, a dream that would soon become a reality. As Yo Gotti's own career soared to new heights, he remained grounded, never forgetting his roots or the importance of family. He used his success to provide opportunities for those around him, especially his big brother Anthony. Together, they navigated the treacherous waters of the music industry, determined to make their mark and create a better life for themselves and their loved ones. With Yo Gotti's guidance and mentorship, Anthony, also known as Big Jook, started making his own mark in the music industry. industry. The brothers became a dynamic duo, supporting each other's dreams and aspirations. Their shared experiences growing up in the streets of Memphis provided the foundation for their music, resonating with fans who could relate to their struggles. But as the saying goes, with great success comes great danger. The brothers' rise to fame would soon be overshadowed by a series of tragic events that would forever alter their lives. Before we delve into the life and legacy of Yo Gotti's brother, Anthony, let's take a quick look at Yo Gotti's own background and early life. Born as Mario Mims on May 19, 1981, in Memphis, Tennessee, he would later become known by his stage name, Yo Gotti. Growing up in the heart of Memphis, Yo Gotti was exposed to the harsh realities of life in the streets from an early age. Raised in a neighborhood plagued by poverty and violence, Yo Gotti had to navigate a treacherous path to success. Despite the challenges he faced, he possessed an undeniable talent and a burning passion for music. From a young age, he immersed himself in the local hip-hop scene, honing his skills and dreaming of making it big. As he grew older, Yo Gotti began performing at local events and gaining recognition for his raw and authentic style. His lyrics reflected the harsh realities of his surroundings, resonating with audiences who could relate to his experiences. With each performance, he captivated the crowd, leaving a lasting impression on anyone who witnessed his talent. Childhood friends recall Yo Gotti's unwavering determination and his relentless pursuit of his musical aspirations. They remember him spending countless hours in the studio, perfecting his craft and pouring his heart and soul into every lyric. His dedication and passion were unmatched, and it was clear that he was destined for greatness. It was in 2012 that Anthony, affectionately known as Big Juk, and Mario, now Yo Gotti, established the collective music group CMG. This record label would become a powerhouse in the Memphis music scene, propelling local talent to national recognition. Big Juk, with his keen eye for talent and innate understanding of the industry, played a pivotal role in CMG's success. While his official title within the label remains a mystery, his presence was felt at every turn. He was often seen at the side of CMG artists at various events, offering guidance and support as they navigated the complexities of the music industry. But Big Juk's contributions extended far beyond his role as a behind-the-scenes figure. He was a driving force in scouting new talent, seeking out the diamonds in the rough that would shape the future of CMG. His keen ear for music and his ability to spot potential in artists set him apart, earning him the respect and admiration of his peers. As CMG grew in prominence, so did Big Juk's influence. He became a trusted advisor to Yo Gotti, offering valuable insights and helping to shape the direction of the label. Together, they built a platform that not only showcased the raw talent of Memphis, but also provided them with the resources and support they needed to thrive. The impact of CMG and Big Juk's involvement in the label cannot be overstated. They created a space where artists could express themselves authentically, telling their stories and representing the unique culture of Memphis. CMG became a beacon of hope for aspiring musicians, a testament to the power of determination and the resilience of the human spirit. But amidst the glitz and glamour of the music industry, Big Juk remained grounded, never losing sight of his roots. He understood the struggles and hardships that artists faced, having experienced them firsthand. This empathy and understanding endeared him to the CMG artists, who saw him as a mentor and a friend. The success of CMG and the impact of Big Juk's contributions were evident in the artists they nurtured and supported. From rising stars to established names, CMG became a force to be reckoned with in the hip-hop world. Artists like Glorilla, Black Youngsta, and SG, among many others, found a home within the label, their careers skyrocketing under the guidance of Big Juk and Yo Gotti. As the years went by, Big Juk's influence continued to grow, his legacy firmly cemented in the annals of Memphis music history. His dedication to the artists he believed in and his unwavering commitment to the city he called home made him a beloved figure in the community. With a passion for scouting talent and a knack for managing and promoting projects, Big Juk became an influential force in the music industry. However, the stories of Big Juk and CMG are not without their share of tragedy. The untimely death of Big Juk sent shockwaves through the Memphis hip-hop community, leaving a void that could never be filled. The loss of such a talented and influential figure was felt by artists and fans alike, a testament to the impact he had on the lives of those around him. The tragic end. In the weeks leading up to that fateful day, Yo Gotti's brother had been making headlines for his skyrocketing success. His latest album had topped the charts, and he was receiving critical acclaim for his raw and introspective lyrics. But behind the scenes, there were whispers of a darker side to his life, one that would soon come to the forefront. Close friends and associates revealed that Yo Gotti's brother had been grappling with personal demons, battling addiction and the pressures of fame. The weight of his past and the constant scrutiny took a toll on his mental and emotional well-being. Despite his outward success, he was fighting an internal battle that few knew about. Reports began to surface of erratic behavior and late-night escapades. He was seen frequenting clubs and parties, surrounded by a crowd that fueled his vices. The once promising artist seemed to be spiraling out of control, and those closest to him grew increasingly concerned for his well-being. Family members recall their desperate attempts to intervene and help Yo Gotti's brother find his way back to stability. They pleaded with him to seek professional help and distance himself from negative influences. But the allure of the fast life and the temptations that came with it proved too strong to resist. Altercations and confrontations became regular occurrences in Yo Gotti's brother's life. He found himself entangled in a web of feuds and rivalries, further fueling the chaos that surrounded him. The streets that had once inspired his music now threatened to consume him. Police reports reveal a string of incidents involving Yo Gotti's brother. From minor altercations to more serious offenses, the once promising artist seemed to be on a collision course with disaster, and those who cared about him could only watch helplessly as he veered further off course. Industry insiders expressed their concern for Yo Gotti's brother's well-being as they witnessed his downward spiral firsthand. They recount instances of missed performances, canceled appearances, and a general sense of instability that surrounded him. It was clear that he was teetering on the edge, and the consequences would soon be devastating. In the days leading up to the tragic event, Yo Gotti's brother's social media posts grew increasingly cryptic and troubling. He shared glimpses of his inner turmoil, hinting at a darkness that consumed him. Fans and followers expressed their concern, urging him to seek help and find solace in the support of his loved ones. Fans who had once idolized Yo Gotti's brother now watched in anguish as their hero seemed to be slipping away. They sent messages of love and encouragement, hoping that he would find the strength to overcome his demons, but their pleas would go unanswered. And then, on that fateful day, tragedy struck. The details surrounding the events are still shrouded in mystery, but what is known is that Yo Gotti's brother's life was cut short in a senseless act of violence. The news sent shockwaves through the music industry and left a community in mourning. The vibrant streets of Memphis were forever changed on that fateful day when tragedy struck the hip-hop community. Anthony Big Juke Mims, a beloved figure in the city's music scene and the older brother of Yo Gotti, met an untimely end outside a popular restaurant in the Hickory Hill area. It was a somber Saturday afternoon when the echoes of gunshots pierced the air, shattering the peace that once enveloped the neighborhood. An officer from the Memphis Police Department patrolling the area immediately responded to the sound, racing against time to uncover the truth behind the disturbing incident. As the officer arrived at the scene, a chilling sight awaited him. Two victims, both suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, lay on the ground, their lives hanging in the balance. Among them was Big Juke, who was later pronounced deceased at the hospital. The second victim, a male, was fortunate enough to be in stable condition, but the scars of that day would forever haunt him. The shooting took place outside Perignon's Restaurant and Event Center, a venue that had been hosting a repast following the funeral of a relative, Eric Bovin. Bovin, a notorious Memphis cocaine kingpin in the 1980s and a former partner of Yo Gotti and Big Juke's aunt, had passed away just days before. The connection between Bovin's death and the shooting of Big Juke added a layer of intrigue to an already shocking event. The investigation into Big Juke's death immediately kicked into high gear. The Memphis Police Department, determined to bring justice to the fallen hip-hop icon, meticulously combed through the evidence. Deputy Chief Paul Wright, during a press conference, revealed that they were analyzing video footage from the scene, hoping to identify the suspect responsible for this heinous act. In the days that followed, the police released images of a white Ford Explorer with black wheels and dark-tinted windows, believed to be connected to the shooting. Witnesses on the scene reported that suspects in a white SUV were responsible for the attack. The community rallied together, sharing the images and spreading the word, hoping that someone would come forward with crucial information that could lead to the apprehension of the perpetrator. The investigation, however, was not without its challenges. The police faced the daunting task of piecing together the events that transpired, sifting through witness testimonies and surveillance footage to uncover the truth. Deputy Chief Wright acknowledged the complexity of the case, stating that it was still unclear if there were multiple shooters involved. The motive behind the attack remained a mystery, leaving the community in a state of shock and confusion. As the days turned into weeks, the Memphis hip-hop community mourned the loss of Big Juke, grappling with the harsh reality of his absence. Artists and fans alike took to social media, pouring out their grief and paying tribute to the fallen icon. The impact of Big Juke's death reverberated far beyond the city limits, capturing the attention of the music industry as a whole. In the wake of the tragic shooting that claimed the life of Anthony Big Juke Mims, the Memphis Police Department launched a thorough investigation to uncover the truth behind this senseless act of violence. The incident, which occurred outside Perignon's Restaurant and Event Center in Memphis, sent sent shockwaves through the community and left many searching for answers. Deputy Police Chief Paul Wright addressed the media in a press conference, providing an update on the investigation. He revealed that the police had yet to identify any suspects, and no arrests had been made in relation to the shooting. This led authorities to believe that the attack was not a random act of violence, but rather a purposeful and targeted assault on Big Jook. As the investigation progressed, the police focused their efforts on analyzing surveillance footage from the area. They hoped that the footage would provide crucial evidence and lead them to the perpetrators. The community, still reeling from the tragedy, anxiously awaited any updates from the police, hoping for justice to be served. Meanwhile, the second victim of the shooting, who sustained severe injuries, was airlifted to Regional 1 Health in Memphis for critical medical care. Their condition remained stable, and the police were eager to speak with them in the hopes of gathering more information about the incident. The motive behind the shooting remained a mystery, leaving both the police and the community puzzled. Why would someone target Big Jook? What could have led to such a violent and tragic end? These questions lingered in the minds of those affected by the loss and fueled the determination of the investigators to find answers. Despite the efforts of law enforcement, the case proved to be challenging. The lack of suspects and concrete leads presented obstacles that needed to be overcome. However, the police remained committed to their pursuit of justice, vowing to leave no stone unturned in their quest to find the individuals responsible for this heinous crime. The investigation into Big Jook's death continued. The Memphis Police Department remained steadfast in their pursuit of justice. They urged anyone with information about the shooting to come forward, emphasizing the importance of community cooperation in solving this heinous crime. Crime Stoppers, a local organization dedicated to assisting law enforcement, set up a hotline for tips, urging individuals to provide any relevant information that could aid in the investigation. Vigils were held in his honor as fans and loved ones gathered to pay their respects and remember the talent and potential that was lost. The impact of his music and the void left by his absence would forever be etched in the hearts of those who had been touched by his artistry. Enjoyed the video? Crave more excitement? Stay tuned by clicking on any of the cards on your screen right now for more thrilling content. See you next time.